As accounting firm owners, we shouldn't have to be spending 40, 60, or even 80 hours a week working in the business. That's exactly why we created Taxplow. What you're looking at here, working in real time, is Taxplow that not only finds the best tax strategies and money savings opportunities for clients, but it goes above and beyond. So I'm going to kind of quickly go through this because Taxplow does a few things. Like I said, it saves you time and it saves your clients money. The first thing it does is it saves the client various tax savings and using strategies and deductions. So this is literally working in real time. It's searching through hundreds of various strategies. What all we did was we collect a bit of information from the client, and we're using AI to automatically crunch through all the possibilities to see exactly what can be saved. And as you can see, this is actually happening in real time. It takes an average of just under 30 seconds to find the appropriate strategies, but it does all the heavy lifting for you. Now, it's just done, so we can see in this case it saved the client, looks like the projected savings opportunities is about $62,000 a year, or about $620,000 over the next 10 years. And it found about a dozen different strategies, and this is based off of the information that they have. So their past tax returns, all of their information. This is using AI to automatically calculate this. You literally click the button, you get the client data, you click a button, and it crunches this all for you. So it gives you the exact detail on exactly what they're going to be saving. But that's not all. So let's just say maybe you are a full service accounting firm or a CPA, right? Maybe you're doing bookkeeping as well, or some outsourced CFO. So what this does is Taxplow creates a client-friendly proposal for you that you would basically use for the client. So if you bring on a new client, imagine being able to use this with a few clicks of a button to not only show tax savings opportunities, but also compare them against their industry peers, right? So in this case, we're using Isaac Ingram as an example. Let's just say this client is an advertising agency. We can see that compared to his industry peers, he's not doing so well, right? So Taxplow has over 100 different industries that it automatically uses, and we use some third-party and proprietary data to automatically compare them, how that business is doing to their compares. And I'm not talking about days or weeks or months putting this together, going back and forth with the client. Imagine having your first sales call with the client, or even using this for your existing clients to kind of find some potential opportunities, right? We're literally clicking buttons here after we gather all the client information. So as you can see in real time, Taxplow also found that in this particular case, this client is doing not so well. It looks like if they continue at that same rate, they're losing about $63,000 per year, or about $630,000 over the next 10 years, right? So that's pretty significant. So Taxplow does this and finds this for you automatically. Now, at the end of this proposal is the fee, right? But we want to build up a lot of value in something we call the outcome-driven pricing method, right? So we're building up all this value to the client before we tell them our firm fee, right? So now we're kind of scrolling down here, and the great thing about Taxplow is it just doesn't do this for one single entity or one single individual. You can price and create a proposal for up to 4 business entities, right? So in this case, Isaac Ingram has a Schedule C, also a S Corp. And so if they had like a partnership or 1065 or a C Corp, you can price up to 4 entities at the same time. It automatically shows exactly what services you're providing based off of the interview that Taxplow will walk you through, and shows the description, so exactly what you're going to be providing for them, the frequency, right? So if the service should be annually, monthly, quarterly. So from a service delivery perspective, it's super clear to you and your team exactly what's going to be providing. Now, if you are using maybe some other practice management software, and there's some really great ones out there like Carbon or Taxstone or Canopy, we play well with that. So all the services here you can take and put into those systems, so you can actually schedule that work and divvy it up among your team. So, and Taxplow also shows the client notes, right? So you can leave any notes during that conversation, whether you're on a Zoom call or Teams meeting, or in person. Taxplow automatically captures that information, so you pop in your notes and it's super clear exactly what you're going to be delivering. You're never forgetting anything that's relevant to the client situation. So like I said, it does that for up to 4 business entities. And last but not least, your fee and payment schedule. So what you're looking at here is Taxplow prices in real time. We look at data from thousands of other accounting firms across the country, and we price based on not just what they're charging, but also some key factors. We're looking at various complexity levels. We're looking at their situation. We're looking at honestly about 12 other factors to compute this pricing, and it does that for you also in real time with a click of a button. Now, if you want to override the pricing, you can tweak it, you can adjust that, but we give you our recommended fee, and as you can see in this case for the Schedule C, it's about $2,600 a month. For the ongoing services, it includes any one-time upfront amount. So for example, if you're charging for the tax plan upfront, or maybe some catch-up bookkeeping, or maybe some prior taxes, all that is computed automatically for you in here. So it breaks it down according to when that is going to be paid out. So what's due upon completion, maybe if there's some project work that was in there, and what's going to be paid now, or what's due now, right? So it does that for the Schedule C, it does that for the S Corp, and up to, like I said, 4 business entities at the same time. You can add in your own policies and procedures when you're ready to send this on out. If you have some, maybe if your other terms and conditions, you can link to that as well. Fully dynamic, fully editable, and you're pretty much done. You're ready to send this out to the client with the click of a button. Now, that's not all, because one of the great things about Taxplow is that we actually found a way that it can not only compute all this information, but give it to your client, and not just a proposal, but you actually have a deliverable. So what do I mean by that? The deliverable is actually a full tax plan report that with a click of a button, you'll actually be able to show exactly how you're going to do this for all of these strategies. So let's click it and let's see. So now, we now have the tax plan report for Isaac Ingram, and as we can see here, it has all the key categories with all the key strategies found. So we have about a dozen strategies here, and it shows you exactly what the federal tax savings are going to be for each of these here. And it even goes into detail on making sure that there's no conflict with each of these plans here. So for example, we can see here that this person qualifies for the real estate material participation and also active participation, right? Well, Taxplow automatically knows that, well, in this case, the client will benefit more from the real estate material participation versus the active participation. Therefore, it excluded that as a lower priority, okay? So a lot of stuff going on in the background, fully customizable, but what you're seeing here is done on basically a few clicks automatically, and you can adjust after the fact if you need it. So like I said, the tax plan report is basically over a dozen pages depending on the tax strategies, and it goes into detail on each of the strategies. So we have strategy 1 here, we have strategy 2, we have 3. We can go down the list on all these strategies, and what they all have in common is that Taxplow automatically goes into detail on exactly what you're delivering for the client. It gives you examples. It makes it super clear for you as the accountant and the client exactly what to do, what not to do, key benefits. It cites IRS code, IRC, citations. It gives you key dates. So it includes all this information pretty much at a click of a button. Like I said, all this is customizable, but now, what I wanted to do is, so what we're doing now with Taxplow, we just came out of beta, and right now we're invite only. So we are, if you are interested in learning a little bit more, you can go to our website at taxplow.com, and you can click on Get Invite, and that will show you exactly if we're a good fit for you and if we should be able to work together based on the criteria. Like I said, don't take it from me. You can look at results. We have full videos of case studies of exactly how we did this for other clients like Sadowski, Cohesion, Decent Company CPA. So you can check all this out for yourself. You can check out our facts if it's for you or if it's not. Last but not least, I want to say that I actually want to show you how to do this by yourself without even buying Taxplow, because I was in this exact same situation when I was, many years ago trying to figure this out myself. So what I want to leave you with today is I actually just published a 61-page book on exactly how you can do this yourself without Taxplow. If you find that you need a little help, you can check out Taxplow. So it's basically a 61-page playbook, reveals exactly how we built a $100,000 per month firm using the outcome-driven pricing method. And you can click here, grab the book. No need to enter in your email. It links directly to a Google Doc, so you can actually just check it out yourself. We're not capturing any of your information. If you're more of a visual person like me, I also created a 117-minute video on exactly the playbook that I use. It covers the detail, process flows, process diagrams, exactly how we did this to create a $100,000 per month firm. It goes through the full details on how you can do this yourself. Now, it may take quite a while. It may take you weeks if you're lucky, maybe months, right? But it's possible. If you want to save some time, if maybe you value your time a little bit more than money, then like I said, this is what Taxplow is for. You can go to our website, check us out, click on Get Invite, and hopefully you found this useful.